You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, we have got some thrilling new spoilers for next week. We've got Lunatic Luna lurking around adorable little recast Hayes Finnegan, and she's going to do something bad with that kid. We've got that and other sizzling spoilers. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt with the latest B&B spoilers for the week of June 16th. But first, please click subscribe if you're not following us. All right, let's dive in and talk about what is ahead for Luna, the big thrill Nick brings for Brooke, why Ridge is so salty next week, and what has Steffy so worried. First, let's talk about Brooke Logan, who is stunned on Monday when Nick Marone drops in at Forrester Creations out of nowhere. Brooke was just blathering to Hope about Ridge being her destiny. Meanwhile, Hope was trying to talk some sense to her mom, but Brooke still thinks Ridge is the man for her, and Brooke insists she can't give up on her destiny now. Meanwhile, Ridge was over at the mansion making out with Taylor Hayes, but still obviously thinking about another woman because he is the king of all waffles. And hot on the heels of that, Brooke's ex-husband Nick Marone pops up at FC. Brooke can hardly believe her eyes as she sees Nick there right in front of her, and he tells Brooke that some things never change, and he's talking about how beautiful she is. We can all agree, a timeless beauty. Brooke was just telling Hope that Ridge and Taylor are only temporary and Ridge belongs with her. But Nick is in LA and determined to win Brooke's heart once again. Pretty soon, I bet she's not going to be thinking too much about Ridge. And guess what else? Next week, Taylor listens to Ridge as he is griping when he learns his half-brother Nick is back in LA. Ridge tells Taylor he just doesn't like the guy and he never will. I bet Ridge's dislike for Nick is going to skyrocket soon once Ridge realizes Nick is back to win Brooke's heart and start a new life with her. I bet Ridge gets even saltier and does some more waffling. Before we get into what crazy Luna's doing, first let's talk about her stepmom, Steffy. Next week, Taylor comforts her daughter as Steffy is telling Taylor that Liam is so preoccupied with keeping her and Finn and the kids safe that he's not thinking about himself. And Taylor guesses that Steffy is talking about what's happening with Luna. And boy, she's got it right. Steffy is terribly worried, of course, because Liam's health is precarious. He's got this terminal illness. He is dying. He's looking more terrible by the day. The makeup artist at B&B are doing a good job with that, making him look exhausted. And of course, Steffy thinks that Liam should be focused on his health and fighting the cancer and not the drama with Finn's psycho daughter. Speaking of Liam, he and Finn have an intense chat this week, and I'm sure Luna is the topic of that conversation as well, and about how they can keep Steffy safe from Finn's wackadoo daughter. Now, let's get into what goes on with Luna and her little half-brother Hayes Finnegan. So as this week ended on Bold, we saw Luna at her apartment and she was ranting to Remy about all her daddy and stepmommy issues in a villainous monologue. Luna was telling Remy how that Finn doesn't really want her gone because he only told her to hide when Hayes came in the room rather than tossing her out of the house. Luna insists it's only when Steffy's around that Finn makes her go. So Luna's got it all twisted up, and clearly in her brain, there's something else going on. And if you remember, she was listening in on all these sweet fatherly things that Finn was saying to his son Hayes. And you know, she's all eaten up with crazy because now Luna can see exactly firsthand what a good dad that Finn is and would have been to her if she'd gotten the chance to grow up with him in her life. So Poppy ruined Luna's chance to know Finn from, you know, being a baby Ford. And from Luna's perspective, now Steffy is ruining the chance to get her her dad into her life now. So with delusional Luna vowing to have a father-daughter relationship with Finn no matter what, things are going off the rails. Because if you watched on Friday, you heard lunatic Luna saying Steffy would feel differently if only she knew the pain of a child kept from their parent. And then Luna's thoughts flashed over to her brother Hayes, which is not good. But also, that is the pain Steffy already felt when Luna had her in a cage, and Steffy thought she'd never see Kelly or Hayes again and that her kids would grow up without her, which is a parent kept from a child. Other end of the same kind of twisted scale. So Luna's just all messed up in the head and wrong about this, obviously. So next week, sweet little Hayes is playing outside the Malibu house, and his psycho half-sister Luna rolls up on him. And of course, Hayes has no idea who this chick is. It's not like Finn or Steffy would tell him about Luna or have a picture sitting around the house of her. As far as Hayes knows, he's got one sister, Kelly, and he probably considers Beth a sister by extension because that's his sister's sister. So next week, Luna comes up to the kid and tells Hayes that she has something for him. This sounds so creepy, like Luna is just a stalker luring Hayes in with candy to get into her serial killer van. I mean, what in the world could Luna possibly have for Hayes that's not terrifying? So I wonder if Luna is going to try and snatch her brother. If she wants Steffy to know firsthand what it's like to be separated from your child, then taking Hayes would be a plan. Not a good plan, though, because Luna wants to have Finn in her life and he would never forgive her. And again, she's already put Steffy through this pain. She's just not seeing it through that lens. I mean, there's a slim chance that Luna just wants to get to know her brother Hayes, but I kind of doubt it because she is spying on Hayes playing with Steffy through the window before she makes this move. She's lost her mind. And in fact, when Luna has referred to him as her brother before, Steffy has lost it. Finn doesn't like it either. You know, they say Hayes is not your brother. Steffy has said he never will be. Of course, biology says otherwise. But that is what we have right now. So they've done this occasionally when there's been big spoilers or like a holiday week, which it isn't really a holiday week. But B&B is late this week on officially releasing the whole list of spoilers. So it should be out tomorrow. So be sure and check back for our full weekly spoilers video later this weekend to find out all the action coming the week of June 16th through the 20th. We'll have more for you on what's in store for Brooke and Nick, but especially for Luna and her wicked plans for her little adorable brother Hayes and how that's going to drive Steffy and Finn off the deep end.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.